It's a blessing to me that we should meet. I'd like to thank each in a seat and everybody on their feet. See, we didn't think we'd be doing this back in 2003. But hey, here we are on live stream Podbean, hitting it off like 80s melodies from Aretha and Tina T. All about that RESPECT that allows me to listen and for you to speak. If we seek, we can find the pod poet that's inside. However, we should remember a poem doesn't have to rhyme. It can be a full page or just a few chat lines. You can be grown or a child. You or I may have the words the divine uses to save lives. But however you spend your time right now, we are live. Welcome to the PodPoets Lounge, spoken word and poetry game show. I am your host, Naquel, and you are in the place where we have fun celebrating poets. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode. Wow, time flies. It is November 21st, 2020, and tonight, another three phenomenal guests are here to vibe with me. So grateful. I hope you're on board for this because we plan a really fun night for you. There's going to be some fun trivia, of course, what you've come to expect from the PodPoets Lounge. We're going to learn a little bit about what makes them so one of a kind. So that means it's time to kick your feet up, get comfortable, because we are getting ready to stimulate your mind and relax it at the same time. I want to remind you to follow and support our last show's guest, William Washington, and the winner of episode number 20 for 2020, the artist Anubis, as well as God's favorite poet, who is there alongside him. The artist Anubis came through, did his thing. He's incredibly gifted brother, father, curator, and so much more. But if you have never listened to the show before, here is a little throwback moment from episode number 19, when this brother came through. Johnny Raymond, spoken word artist, educator, amazing youth advocate as well. See a little bit of what he shared with us that day. All right, brother, do you have another piece that you can share with us? Maybe like a part of it?
Yeah. No, I actually have a short piece.
Okay.
I wrote this after Chadwick Boseman. Died. It's just called Black.
Okay.
I'm tired. Black death on my doorstep. Blood drips down from my doorpost. Black blood. Moses. Will death pass over tonight? Fear of corona keeps me locked up in my home. Mass incarceration. Citizens arrest themselves. Citizens arrest properly. Canceling culture consistently. No cap. Has death really lost its sting? Black plague, Black Adam, Black woman, Black queen, Black king, Black Panther, Black Mamba, Black Jesus. Death is at my doorstep. Blood drips down from my doorpost. Black boy. Bozeman. Will death pass over tonight?
Yes. The brother Johnny Raymond did his thing, episode 19. Man, it's always such a unique and one-of-a-kind vibe here. I'm so grateful whenever the invitation is accepted. It means so much. I want to remind you that the winner of tonight's show does get their writing published in the December issue of the Ink magazine. The section is called Spilled Ink. Yes, round of applause for that.
Yes.
Indeed. They're going to get a chance to just showcase even more of their pen game. So please look out for that. And remember to check out the PodPoets Trivia Instaplay game on Instagram. And you can listen to this podcast, listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. And in fact, wherever you are listening from, we appreciate it. Please consider donating if you think that the program is constructive. And at this point in time, I want to meet these artists. Yeah. It is about that time. Been patiently waiting like at least a week. Okay, y'all can calm down, relax. Y'all need to calm down in the background there.
Come and hype me up. Come hype me up.
We've been having a little ball, our own little vibe already building in the episode 21 group chat on Instagram. So we're all stoked, very excited about this evening and happy, thrilled, delighted, grateful that you could join us tonight. So let's meet our dope artists. Welcome to the program at the PodPoets Lounge. Zulmi, the poet. Yes, give it up one time.
Hey, family.
Welcome. Alongside Sunny, aka Rashawn. Welcome, brother.
Hey, thank you. Woo!
As well as Eclipse from Dark Squad Entertainment. Let's hear it for our guests, artists.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome, every one of you. I'm just so again thankful and appreciative that you guys accepted the invitation. I haven't known y'all for the longest period of time. I could be just some stranger man. But I'm not. I'm a fellow poet. And I want you guys to know that tonight it's a real simple game plan. I want us to relax, kick back, and just chill. How does that sound?
Awesome.
Good to go.
Ready, relax, ready.
All right, there we
Here
go.
for it.
All right. So one of my favorite things about the platform is bringing poets together for the first time. Is there anyone here tonight that didn't know the other poets before tonight? Anybody meet for the first time?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Right. So
Absolutely.
All right. So it's going to be a natural, organic vibe. We'll see where the night takes us. And then obviously it's about connecting and building. So the platform kind of lends itself to that. So that's definitely a good thing. All right, so let's get into it. Let's meet these artists. Let's start with the lovely Zulmi, poet, educator, self-love advocate. I like that. CEO at Zulmi LLC, and author of the acclaimed Rotten Soup, which we're going to talk about a little bit later.
Yes.
All I can say is, wow, doing it. Multiple hats, getting it done. Zulmi, thank you for accepting the invitation. How are you doing today?
I am doing well. I am grateful for you for having this amazing platform and just
honored
bringing dope artists. And don't downplay your pen because I feel you fire. Stop. Stop.
I appreciate that. Hey, iron sharpens iron. So
hey,
it's one of those things. I'm definitely looking forward to the vibe tonight. I want you to introduce yourself to the listeners. Tell us a little bit about Zulmi. And then what is one of your favorite things about expressing your artistry for others?
Hello, everyone. The name is Zulmi. I am a poet and I love expressing my work because I believe in healing. I believe that it is my poetry that helped me through a very dark time in my life. And after going through a major life shift from divorce to heartbreak, it was literally the poems inside of me that helped me get to this great place of self-love. And so that's what I desire for everyone, that hears my poetry, whether you love yourself or not, but I'm sure a poem is going to lead you to the journey within. And that's just what I desire the most, is to just set others free. Because we say we love ourselves, but I don't think we really know until we're like really at our wits' end or really been through some help,
I know what you mean. So insightful. Thank you for mentioning that. I'm a big advocate as well about just like self-love, self-care, taking care of yourself.
Right.
I had this conversation with Sunny kind of leading up to this about finding that balance between being there for others as much as you can, and then also just getting the time that you absolutely need to invest into yourself and making the time for it. All right, so that's beautiful because you know what it is? I think the listeners and the readers of our work as poets get that. Like they get that you're trying, that you're connecting with them. I think it exudes a healing quality. I want to ask you if you have a piece that you can share with us.
I do. And since I'm up here with two brothers, tonight I'm going to share pieces about brothers from one side of the spectrum to the dark side of the spectrum. I'm going to start with the light first.
Okay.
And I'm going to share a piece called Phenomenal Glimpse.
Ooh, take us in.
I glimpsed into his future, and behold, I saw a phenomenal enigma. He was a fine black brother, not just any kind. The slightly faded resume read, handsome, educated, spiritual, intellectual, confident, kind, gentle. A phenomenal glimpse of a hidden phenomenal man. Young and confused, his phenomenal characteristics were schizophrenic. He loved but lust. He cared but afflicted pain. He reassured but infused insecurities. He sheltered but abandoned. He led but staggered. He was young but never built or sharpened to understand the magnitude of his greatness. So he stands today reaching out to know what makes me simple, yet so complex. What makes me so fearful, yet so intriguing? What makes me so insecure, yet so great? What makes me me? I've seen a glimpse of a phenomenal man, yet he defines his own shine. Help me display that man I see inside. Shine, brother. Shine. Shine, 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 brother. And that's that piece.
Yeah. I love that. Was that for me?
Yes, brother. That's for you. You better shine, brother.
Right back at you, Queen. You shining right there. That was a beautiful piece. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love the
That was
cadence.
good.
Yeah, boy. The
Thank you,
rhythm.
gentlemen.
You got it. And more to come. More to come. I can tell what inspires that. I can feel the love. I definitely feel the love.
I love my brothers. I love y'all. And I would do it all over again with my black brothers, okay? All over again.
Dig it.
You don't know how much that means to us. Yeah.
Yes.
The collective consciousness just needs that. Thank you so much. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, there is more to come from the lovely Zoom Me. So stick around if you just joined us. And those who just joined in the chat, I see you popped in. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for tuning in tonight, episode 21 at the PodPoets Lounge. Next, brother right here. Known him for a little bit. All right. But I honestly didn't know how prolific he was. Okay. Actor, speaker, host, singer, spoken word artist, leisure comic. Didn't know that. And published photographer. I know he got camera. I know he's sick with that. Founder of Sunny's Way Images. My dear brother, Sunny, welcome. I hope the day treated you well, man. How are you, sir?
Man, thank you so much for inviting me. I do count it as a special honor that a poet will see me and be like, yo, come to the lounge. So I am so appreciative to be here, man. Today was amazing. It's treated me well. I got some time to reflect and to think, to just get some fresh air, to enjoy this wonderful weather. So, so far, life is good.
That's what's up, man. Perspective is everything. And I've always had the perspective that you're more than a fellow poet. Like you're a true brother, man. We connected back at Theater 294. I did a piece.
Yeah, man.
Came off the stage. Sonny walks up to me with this big smile, like the biggest heart. Like his heart was like he was made out of a heart. Okay, he was like a big heart. And just smiling and welcoming me and was like, yo, brother, what is going on with you, man? Yo, what?
Yeah, man.
Like he saw something in me at the time.
Wow.
That I have to say, I wasn't looking at, right? He said, yo, what are you doing with this, man? What are your plans? Like, where do you see yourself? And like, he engaged me instantly, and tried to nurture what he saw. And I just connected with it immediately. I'm just delighted that our paths would cross again, that we stay connected. He's such a powerful, powerful soul. Yeah, man. Wow. Can you tell us, bro? Tell the folks a little bit about Rasan, Sunny. Yeah.
Man, where do I start? I mean, I can be incredulous. I tell you that I can make 30-minute brownies in 15 minutes. I build suspension bridges in my backyard. I mean, the list can go on. No, but seriously, I do think that let me start here. I'm a black man in America, so I'm not absent of the plight of my black brothers and sisters, my brethren and sister in them. So I stand proudly in my black melanated skin to say that, you know what, you guys are not in this alone. We stand together, united. We will stand, and divided won't be happening anytime soon. That is a belief from me, one. Number two, I think that everyone has the opportunity to be the greatest expression and the highest expression of themselves. They just have to get past their own insecurities and the barriers that life or society puts on them for their true selves to shine. I really do believe that in essence. I love to laugh. Okay, I love a good time. I love to turn up. I love just being around people. I'm just me. I just like to have fun because I do believe that life is a journey. It's not about the destination. It's all about the journey. And I think that if we spend our time trying to rush through life, we're just going to rush to the grave. So we got to take it day by day and enjoy every breath that we have, cherish it, make memories. Because at the end of the day, the way that we achieve mortality is not by the things we buy or the house we live in. We achieve mortality by the impact and the memories that a person has of us. So that's why.
Well said, man. So what would be, let's say, one of your favorite things about creating your art for people?
Oh, man. There's so many. So I'm gonna try and go with the top three. I know you just want one, but I'm gonna give you three. First thing first is impact. I think just to get a person to stop long enough to pay the art attention is enough for me. Just that ability, just to just pause in your tracks, like, oh, I did notice that was interesting, or it was like, that was whack, but at least you saw it. I got that. Secondly, it's to bring awareness. More often than not, people assume that because something is not consistently put in their face, it's not happening, or if they heard about it and it goes away, it's no longer there. But the beauty I think about art is that it's able to continue a conversation where the verbal conversation has ended. So that's pretty cool. James Baldwin once quipped that the job of an artist is to make the audience see reality again. So in some of my art, if not most of it, I try my best to make the audience see a reality all over again. And number three is to continue to further the conversation, to push the envelope. The problem is, I think, in life is that we play a lot of things safe, and art is the only place where you get to color outside the lines and marvel at it. That no one's telling you the bounds that you have to be in, or trying to convince you that this is right versus that being wrong. As an artist, you get to color outside the lines and have fun with it. And then here's the beauty of it. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody. And I think that that's what's really cool. So that's the best part of making the art. Like, if you understand it, wonderful. If you don't, okay. Either way, we're gonna be good.
Yeah, there's a freedom in just the act of the expression. So well said. Can you, if you do you have another, do you have a piece that you can share with us, bro?
Man, I do. Here's the thing. I don't know if I want to be heavy or if I want to be light. Who knows? You know what?
The beautiful thing about it is that you can do whatever you want. That's the cool
yeah.
part about it.
Yeah, let's go. Let's let's go here. Let's go here. All right, real quick.
Take a sip.
This piece is really centered around our blackness. So let's go. I am happy to join with you today in what will go down in history as the greatest declaration ever uttered from the mouth of a black man. I refuse to stay down. Yes, I said it. I've been down for too long, so when I ascend, I won't regret it. The time for playing nice, going along to get along, brown nosing and kissing up, yeah, that's deaded. I've been stuck in the rut and it sucks. I have nothing left. Do you get it? Is my life too valuable? Are my skills too rare to waste? Yeah, you bet it. I refuse to stay down. Yes, I said it. You hear me? I said it. I said it. I'm sick of living like this, at the bottom of the totem pole trying to get by, having to rob Peter to pay back Paul so Paul won't blacken my eye. I'm sick of having to pretend like everything's going to be okay, not knowing if I'm going to live long enough to see another day. I'm fatigued from trying to keep up appearances so people won't offer me their pity. If you think that's something, come see where I live. It sure is 40 minutes away from the city. I'm stressed out, anxious, overwhelmed, and depressed. But the determination I have within to rise from my station, it just won't let me rest. I've got some courage in me to seize the day. So I hustle and grind to find another way. We refuse to stay down. Down here is dark and dismal and filled with dismay. You put a whole group of disenfranchised people in tight quarters with scarce resources and tell me there won't be any decay. My people are plagued with the 3 deadly P's of life: pain, pressure, and poverty. We're dealing with trauma, racial profiling, and layers of various inequality. As a minority, let me just state, we may not be at the top right now, but oh, baby, you just wait. Don't hate. You'll see what can become of us through innovation, creativity, and consistency. Just check your list and see our brilliancy leaves an indelible mark on this country. It's been recorded down through the ages, yet we're still being paid pennies on unlivable wages. You think after 365 years of slavery and now 154 years of freedom, oppression would be done. Well, we've still got loads of work to do, and the work has only begun. We're facing multiple challenges, adversity, and years of PTSD, and you honestly think we have time to wonder whether I comes before E except after C? The irony. Our people are tired, worn, and tattered. We've got lofty aspirations and trust. They won't be shattered. If America can ever trust us and treat us like real citizens, we would be flattered. Scattered of our people? Nah, that's not true. Have you seen Miss Johnson in them's house? She got everybody living with her, and she's learned to make do. Poverty hurts. It's the poor people's bane. We can't afford to suffer or endure any more unnecessary pain. Beaten, bruised, and bludgeoned is a reality our colored forefathers endured. We must rise and be great to allow the faith and hope of our people to be restored. I refuse to stay down. It ain't easy out here for people of color, especially a black man. There's been a despicable attack on people of color, and for that we can't let stand. We've been promoting nonviolence as much as we can, but they keep fucking with us. We're going to have to throw these hands. Dr. King Jr. said this: injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Well, so far, it's been an all-out assault. We're catching hell on every side, so I've only got one thought: revolt, revolt, revolt against the institutions that have us controlled and conditioned. Our daily prayers to God seem more like superstition. Perdition? Here's an admonition: we're dedicated to the decimation of racial, gender, and poverty line tensions. Attention! The revolution will not be televised. We will strategize and organize to mobilize a movement that will legalize policies to revitalize the hamlets that we're from. Some of us are products of our environment. We've been down long enough. Give us a list of requirements. Get up, get up, get up, get up. We won't be here for long. We're too valiant, resilient, tenacious, and strong. We're like baby's kids. We don't die. We multiply. They beat us down, we get back up. It was even asked of Rodney King. He said, I can't stay down. I won't stay down. Not until freedom and justice rings. Life is hard, so please don't add to it. Get up from there, Black Queen. Be like Nike, just do it. Being black is tough and dying in poverty is scary. If you think I'm going to take injustice laying down, oh, my brother, my sister, on the contrary. In the words of the great Malcolm X, his words are legendary. I will see positive and impactful results, and I mean by any means necessary.
Martin, loved it, Sonny. Thank you so much, man. So you said that was heavy. It was kind of heavy. It was kind of heavy, but I felt like you delivered it in a light way though. Like the delivery balanced it, balanced out the weight of some of the important things that you were raising in that piece. Dope, dope.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
If I'm not
Thank you, man.
mistaken, did I hear? Is that the piece that you shared actually at Theater 294?
No, the piece I shared at 290 Theater 294 was Not Another Black Life, which
Okay.
was a lot more heavy, with less
Okay.
comedic or at least laughable undertones.
Got you. I think it's so important that even when things are heavy, we still have those conversations and we still raise those topics. And oftentimes I find that, and not necessarily in this case, but sometimes when we think something is heavy, it's just because it's in the context of racism, white supremacy. And
Absolutely.
it doesn't need to be like that. It doesn't need to be like that. Like like a fish doesn't think water is heavy. You know?
No.
And like that's kind of where we are. You live in the context of a social construct, unless you just are not aware of it. So then when you do become aware of it, it might seem a little weighted. But yeah, a lot like James Baldwin's remarks about being conscious and mindful of the Black condition in America. As a Black person, I can kind of, just to sum it up, just kind of drive you nuts. Indeed. So
Yeah.
heavy but necessary. Heavy but necessary. So I love pieces like that that make me think, that draw reality real close to my face, so I can deal with it. I appreciate that. Definitely. More to come from the brother Sonny. And you also, I mentioned you're prolific, but you've done a couple of stage plays that we're going to touch on a little bit later. Your acting skills, just doing your thing, man. Also, just many hats and just rocking it so gracefully. So another
Yeah,
brother
man.
that's doing his thing here, is Eclipse. Thank you so much for coming to the show.
My
Lyricist,
pleasure.
great to have
Woo!
you. Yes, poet, ghostwriter, and music educator. Likewise, I hope that the day treated you well. How are you maintaining today?
I'm hanging in there, man. I'm feeling pretty good today. About yourself?
What's up? All right. You have a really, really cool story. Like you had early exposure to music and the arts, born to a drummer in a music band, and you were on stage
Yes.
with your father as early as 4 years old. You began
Correct.
writing original songs by 8, and then by 10, you had formed your own rap group.
Yep.
How would you describe growing up in such an artistically rich surrounding?
I mean, I loved it. I was always like very active in, just music, performing, writing or whatever. Like even in kindergarten, I was on stage doing stuff part as a talent show in the play they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
I accidentally ended up they changed the whole show and centered it around me. I just happened to be doing my own thing, dancing to myself,
Mm-hmm.
not knowing anybody was paying attention. And next thing I know, they changed the entire show and made me the star of it.
I guess it can happen like that sometimes. You never know who's watching.
Yeah, I used to spend a lot of time with my father in the clubs when he played drums in the band, and I had an uncle who played guitar. So music has just been embedded in me since a kid.
Wow, man, that's I think kind of rare when you have it at such an early age, just cultivating it within you. So you kind of, in a way, maybe were destined to find yourself around music as an adult in your professional life now. Can you tell us, I guess, what's one of your favorite things about creating your art for people?
I think one of my favorite things about creating my art for people, because for me, like since a child, I've seen and endured a lot. I've been through a lot of stuff and I've experienced a lot of tragedies. So for me, writing is very therapeutic. Like I need an outlet. So sometimes I really need to express some things that I'm feeling or going through, and writing them out on paper, having that outlet and then seeing how people react to it or how they say it hits home or hits their heart where they can relate to it as well. I think that's the best part for me.
Okay. Do you have something that you can share with us, Eclipse?
Yeah, I do. I actually just wrote this a few weeks ago. This poem that I'm about to share with you was actually about my girlfriend's mother who just passed away.
Mm.
She was supposed to give a speech at her funeral, but couldn't really do it or find the words. So she asked me, could I make it in poem form for her and kind of take her thoughts and convey them into a poem. So I wrote it for her, basically about her personal feelings and her relationship with her mother.
That's really heartfelt. My condolences. Whenever you're ready,
Yeah,
share that.
I'm ready.
All right.
All right, so the name of this poem is called Remembrance of a Queen.
Okay.
So, no words in the English language can describe how I feel. I keep hoping it's all a dream and none of it's even real. I keep praying to God for strength because every day it's been rough. Unless it's infinite, no amount of time is ever enough. No preparation exists to make my pain any less. Having you for mom is evidence that I've truly been blessed. Couldn't ask for a better mother. You were truly a gem. You're the root to our family tree. You were the primary stem. It's so hard to deal with the thought of us now being apart. You'll be cherished to the end of time because you reside in my heart. I will keep you there forever. I will never erase you. You were truly one of a kind, and I can never replace you. You shown endless amounts of love and truly knew me the best without me ever saying the word, you know, when I was depressed. You were always there to encourage me when dealing with stress. Always did it with so much warmth, with an abundance of zest. You were truly a gift from God, and your heart was so pure. Always there to lift me up and always kept me assured. You were the antidote to the things that I've been through and endured. God gave you the words to speak. Your kind words were my cure. I think about all of the things we've been through. Hold on, I'm sorry, I messed it up. I think about all the things through the years that you did, how much joy it brought to my heart seeing you bond with my kids. I remember you telling stories about you and my dad. I'm so thankful for all the memories and great times that we had. I miss seeing your face and it makes me so sad. I give anything just to see you. I want to hug you so bad. One thing I'll never forget is how you taught me to pray, reminiscing on all the different things that you used to say. How you have a snack waiting for me coming from school every day. Everything that makes you so special was always on display. There's nothing within this world that I wouldn't do for you. I honor you, love you dearly, and completely adore you. Whenever I needed something, you would never think twice. I appreciate all your wisdom and your loving advice. You were more than just a mom. You were also a friend. My faith lies within the scriptures, knowing I'll see you again. Even though I fully believe, my eyes are still full of tears. Every day that I spend without you feels more like several years. I miss you and can't stop thinking about the laughs that we shared. How you gave me the confidence anytime I was scared. You did everything that you could to always show that you cared. There's no way I could let you go. My heart just wasn't prepared. Only thing that I can do now is stay deeply in prayer. You're unique in so many ways. Your qualities came in layers. You always looked happy to see me with such a loving reaction. Always welcomed with open arms throughout all our interactions. You raised us all to be Christians and trained to make the right choice. How I wish so bad I could call you and hear the sound of your voice. Your energy was heartwarming with such a positive tone. Felt your love each time we spoke. Felt your love each time we spoke. I could see your smile through the phone. Your beauty shined through your aura with everything you would do. A true work of art by God, Mom, if you only knew. I can't express how much that I love you. All my life I have told you. I feel it stronger than ever before. Will do anything just to hold you. I will squeeze you so tight and never let you out of my arms. Close my eyes and just drift away, fully wrapped up in your charm. I can't wait till the day arrives to have a close reconnection in God's kingdom when Jesus calls your name for the resurrection. I anticipate seeing you walking as I run your direction, full speed ahead while expressing all my love and affection. You've always been so pleasant and such a powerful essence. There's nothing money can buy that can compare to your presence. The separation is temporary, but not the end of our story. I love you so much and I miss you. To God be the glory.
Oh, that was good.
Awesome.
So much.
Oh, that was good.
So, what do you do?
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome, bro. That was amazing, man. So thoughtful,
Appreciate it.
heartfelt. I like how you just, slowed it down and just kind of talked to me. I just like, really listened and felt what you were thinking, feeling to try to, connect that piece of the experience.
Right.
What do you do
Yeah.
to prepare to write something like that?
I mean, a lot of it was kind of easy, to be honest with you, because I thought personally to myself, how would I feel if this was me? I thought also how I felt when I lost people that were very close to me. So I kind of took my own personal experience and just the things that I knew about her mother personally and the things that she told me that were important. So I just kind of jotted down the most important things and I just wrote it, and that's what I came up with.
Oh, it's definitely beautiful, beautiful piece. Appreciate that.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for right now. To meet our artists, get a good sense of who they are. They're incredibly talented. Calm down, y'all in the background, please. Relax. Keep doing that. They won't listen. But now it is time. It is time for us to get into the game. So that means, yeah. You each have some more to share with us later. But if those folks that are just tuning in now are here, I just want to welcome you. You are checking out the PodPoets Lounge. You can support our YouTube channel, and you can find us on Facebook at the PodPoets Lounge. Listen where you get your podcast. We are chilling live with some dope poets. Zoomy is here. Eclipse is in the building. And the brother Sonny got his feet up as if he should. Because he should. That's how it's supposed to be. Don't be shy here. So we about to get ready for the game. You guys ready? How you feeling?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, fantastic. So I'm explaining the game
I'm ready.
real quick. Sounds like we all good to go. Tonight we have 6 categories to choose from. Tonight's categories are the Stuff Folder, IG Poet, Word Whiz, International, Quotes and MoQuotes, and Movie. Checked out Poetic Justice for this one, as well as the Ink magazine. So the poets are going to pick a category. I'm going to read and share the question. The first round will be all group questions. That means that the poets will lock in their choice and just tell me out loud what they think the answer is. Again, you can text it or you can just say it. And there's 1 point for each correct answer. And the questions are going to be either multiple choice or true or false. So I think we are good to go. Yes, and yes. You guys ready for your first question? Let's do a test question. You guys ready for this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Come on with it.
All right, here we go. Hopefully it's not too difficult. Just to start things off, I want you to tell me what you would call a middle-aged man on some stairs. Is it A, Carl? Or is it B, Dad? Or is it C, Stepdaddy? Lock in your answer.
Stepdaddy. Stepdaddy.
Are you sure about that?
I win.
You're putting every cent you got on that answer. Okay. Yes, the answer is stepdaddy with this one. So, did anybody get it wrong? I don't think so. I think everybody got that right.
Yay, we all got a point. Nope, it was a test question. Wah, wah.
Exactly. It didn't count, but the next one will. So here we go, round one. We're gonna start it off with Sonny. He's gonna pick our first category, and this question is gonna be for the group. What category would you like to start us off with, Sonny?
Run them by me again.
They are the Stuff Folder, IG Poet, Word Whiz, International, Quotes and MoQuotes, Movie, and the Ink Magazine.
I mean, it all comes down to.
Let's go with movie.
Oh, you want to get right in there, huh? All right, let's do it. Let's start it off just like this. Tell me, how long is the film Poetic Justice? This memorable, iconic, popular film was A, 1 hour and 45 minutes, B, 1 hour and 47 minutes, C, 1 hour and 49 minutes, or D, 2 hours and 3 minutes.
See.
We've got
Oops, sorry.
me, okay. And
Sonny, you gotta be quicker than that.
Yeah, clearly. I definitely was going with B.
you're gonna go B for you, Sonny.
I was going with
Okay.
B.
And
I typed in B as well.
all right, so we're gonna give this one to Zumi. She did get
Hey.
that was 1 hour and 49-minute film. Okay, Zumi is on the board and she has the category. What category would you like to pick for us?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's do quotes and more quotes.
Okay. So what you got to do here is just tell me who you think the quote is from. And we'll start it off with this beautiful quote that says, "To be a poet is a condition, not a profession." Was this A, Zora Neale Hurston, B, Bobby O'Doon of The Last Poets during an interview, or was it C, Robert Graves in response to a questionnaire in Horizon in 1946, or was it D, Talam Acey during a Karma Poetic Live performance?
Robert Graves.
Okay. Zumi's thinking C. Sunny's thinking A. And what do you think, Eclipse? C?
C, yeah.
All right. C is correct for this one. Yes. It was Mr. Graves.
Well, all right.
Well done.
Hey.
All right. Eclipse, you are up. What category for you, sir?
Can I pick one somebody already picked?
Yes,
or
of course.
I want to go with movies again.
All right, you got it. Poetic Justice is a 1993 film, and it featured Regina King. How old was she at that time? Is it A, 22 years, B, 20 years, C, 31 years, or D, 26 years? How old? What are you thinking on this one? We've got A from Sunny and B. Okay. And A for Zumi as well. A is correct.
Hey.
Let's go.
Well done. Sonny, you are on
I had
the
to get on the
board.
board.
Yes, man. It's about time, man. I was like, when is he gonna get All right. It is also your turn to pick a category for us, sir. Where you want to go? Where you want to take us?
Let's go with IG Poet.
Okay. Questions formulated around poets and poets' posts and poetry events and things like that from Instagram. Here we go. True or false? You are likely to find CP the DJ controlling the ones and the twos for Is It at Hot 97 Studios? True or false? You are likely to find CP the DJ controlling the ones and twos for Hot 97 Studios.
False.
You're thinking it's false? Okay. What do you think, Zoomy and Eclipse?
I'm going with false.
Also going with false.
I'm gonna go with false.
So you're just gonna all stick together. You think it's
Yeah, we're gonna stick together on this one. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, it was. It was. Well done. I'm glad it worked out for you guys. I'm glad that it did. All right. So, Zoomy, you are up. Where would you like to take us?
Let's do movie again. Let's do movie.
All right. Got it.
Oh, I see what's going on here.
It's called Poetic Justice. That's what's going on here.
Yes.
Well played. Well played.
Court is in order. Question. When the character Justice, played by the phenomenal Tupac Shakur, is connecting the MIDI cables to his cherished music equipment, he is wearing a branded hat of what sports team? Is it A, the Migos? Is it B, the Cowboys?
White Sox. White Sox. White Sox.
Or D, the White Sox? D across the board. You guys did this last time. It worked out for you. And this time, it did. I wouldn't advise to keep this up, but it might be a thing.
Right, we're not gonna have a winner if we keep doing this, guys. Okay, I want to win.
I'm gonna fix that.
Pick a different category.
Here we go. And
it's rigged.
Right, it's rigged for Poetic Justice.
All right, Eclipse. Category for you, sir.
Yep. I'm going with movie again.
Oh, are you? Right.
He's sticking to the strategy. Sticking to the
Yes,
strategy.
he wants
Smart
to
man.
win. Hello.
Strategies sometimes work, sometimes they don't. I wish you the best of luck. Here you go. The YouTube video for the Naughty by Nature's Poor Man's Poetry, which was one of the songs on the soundtrack, gets both likes and dislikes on the popular media sharing platform. But tell me, what percentage of the total responses are dislikes or thumbs down? Is it A, just 1%, B, 10%, C, 2%, or D, 20% of the responses were thumbs down? Who doesn't like Naughty by Nature? Somebody's wilding out there.
It's a tough one.
Sunny
I'm gonna just go ahead and jump out there. I don't know. It is what it is.
Same here. Let's get
I'm going with 10.
Whatever fun you get.
All right, we've got 10. We've got 10. And Zoomy, what did you do? Okay.
Let's go with 20%.
Oh, that's because Clarity did that. You just want to go with Clarity.
Yeah. You know I know Clarity. Clarity is the game show host beast, okay? I trust Clarity.
Is it an educated thing? Is it an educated thing?
It is. And we're friends for like 20 plus years, so that's my girl. I trust her with my life.
That's what's up. All right. So, unfortunately, no one got this one correct. This
Oh.
Wow.
Was it
It is
2%?
2%. It is
Wow.
No, I technically got it right. Just drop the zero. Hello.
See, I just
This is a woman's world.
Every time I try to drop the zero, the computer crashes. I would do that, Zoom.
I should have known that. This is old school. This is during the old days.
I said to myself, myself said, I said, go with 2%, and it didn't.
And you did it, Sonny. You did it, and we were gonna follow you, but Sonny, you wouldn't make us loose.
All right, let me see if I could get a couple more questions in before we get to know you, lovely, amazing souls, a little bit more. Zumi, you are up. Actually, I'm sorry, Sonny, you are up. What direction you want to take us in, sir?
Oh, let's go back to IG Poets.
Okay, you got it. I want you to tell me who wrote this. So, under the hashtag haiku vibes, you find this haiku. Rogue, period. Climbs to the top of the page. Spider on the screen. Tell me who wrote it. Was it A, one breath haiku? Or was it B, rogue.wave.haiku?
Hey.
Thinking A here, Eclipse. B for me.
Yep.
And you said A, Sonny, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, nicely done, Sonny. And Eclipse, you guys did get that one. Very, very well done.
Well, all
That's
right.
what I do.
Sonny!
That's what I do. We in here, Eclipse. We good.
We in here.
You'll be all right, Zombie.
Don't worry, I'm coming back. The queen must rule, so I'm coming back. Get out of here. Vice President Black, get out of here. I win.
Well, the stage is ready for you, Zumi. Come on up and select the category for us. It is your turn, my dear.
Quotes and MoQuotes. How about it?
Let's hop on over there. All right.
Okay, Sonny.
Tell me who said this one. Quote, poetry is emotion put into measure. The emotion must come by nature, but the measure can be acquired by art. Was this A, Sylvia Plath? Was it B, Thomas Hardy? Was it C, Emily Dickinson? Or was it D, Common, the rapper?
Thomas Hardy.
Clarity's thinking A, Thomas Hardy. We got B for Zumi, and we've got C for Eclipse.
It's definitely not Emily Dickinson. You know she don't talk like that. I am nobody. Are you nobody too?
I'm just throwing shit out there. I don't know. I think I need to switch my letters up. I went with A.
Right. C doesn't always win, okay?
You gotta tweak the strategy. You gotta do what works. So we have D for Sunny. Okay. It was Common. All right. And Emily Dickinson. Okay. For Eclipse. Clarity thought it was Sylvia. But Zumi stepped up and got the one. Thomas Hardy.
Go. The future.
Whatever.
Very, very well done. Yes. Nicely done.
Thank you. Merci.
Okay. So that actually puts us coming out of the first round at 4 points at the moment for Sunny, 7 points for Zulmi, and 4 points for Eclipse. Still a very, very close game. Yes, more to come. You guys feel good? Like
This is how we
feel
roll.
warmed up? Like you got this trivia thing?
I think you made this round easy. I think you made this round easier. You're going to get harder on us. That's what I think.
Okay. Did you listen to previous shows? Is that what you're doing to me? You listening to previous?
You know I
All
already
right.
did.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining me right now, Zulmi, Eclipse, and Sunny. Welcome to the PodPoets Lounge. And speaking of previous shows, you can always check those out on Podbean, Anchor, Spotify, and other platforms. Wherever you get your podcast, you can check it out. Okay? Don't have me going through the whole list again. I don't have it right in front of me. All right. So we are out of the first round. I'm feeling good. I feel like the poets are comfortable, they're confident, and they're gonna kill it in the next round. But for right now,
Yes.
I definitely would like to get to know them a little bit more, and I know you do as well. You can call into the program if you have questions for our guests, or you can type it in the chat, and we'll also try to get those in. If you have questions about the show, or if you're interested in sponsorship, you can email the PodPoets Lounge at gmail.com, or you can send us a DM, and I'll respond to that. So here we are. Get to the second segment of the show. I kind of wanted to throw a group question out there. I don't know if it's too broad and too blanket. It's kind of political. How do you guys feel going into 2021? There's a whole transition now with the presidency thing, and whether or not that might make a difference or not, but just a general sense and a feel going and I don't want to jump too far ahead. We're still in 2020, dealing with a lot. But as the year comes to a close, just a rough idea of where you guys are at. How do you feel?
Well,
Let me see the terms and conditions first.
Ladies first. Okay.
Thank you,
You're welcome. You're welcome. Ladies first. So, as the queen and goddess that I am, okay, I believe in flowing in alignment,
Talk to us.
and nothing flows outside of me. Okay. But I am very optimistic only because I flow in gratitude and I flow in a positive space. You understand? So I understand that positivity and negative do exist in the same space, but if I remain positive, I only attract positive. Does that make sense?
Yes, definitely makes sense. Absolutely.
So I'm very optimistic because that's the frequency I'm on.
That's what's up. Let me get some of that. All right.
I gave you some. I just sprinkled some on you. Choo, choo, choo. You got it.
Hold on. I actually got a sound effect for that now. Here we go.
There you go. Very
Give some to everybody listening. There you go. All right. And my brother Sonny, what are your thoughts on that, man? 2020 closing, 2020 getting ready.
Man, let me see the terms and conditions first, okay? Let me see what I'm signing up for before we get here. Like, I need to know. I need to see some kind of forecast. I need to see a policy. I need to see something, okay? We're not just going to just jump into 2020. We've been jumping into years for years. I need somebody to preface this. Like I need like the year predictor or somebody. You know how they have the Weather Channel, and the guy, telling us what the weather's gonna be like for the next forecast. I need a forecaster. Okay, because if 2021 is anything like 2020, I want out. Okay.
Right.
I want my money back.
Oh my. All right. Any clips? What are your thoughts, man, as this year comes to a close for you and 2021 gets ready?
I mean, I'm with Sonny. 2020 has been quite harsh. I don't like how 2020 has mistreated us all. You can have it, take it back. Hopefully 2021 will redeem what 2020 so disrespectfully done to all of us.
That's it,
so
right there.
I'm looking for greater things to come in 2021. Please get 2020 out of here. You can go.
Now, you gotta admit, if it wasn't for 2020, none of us would know each other or have connected. So there's still some positivity for the poetry community. I think like virtually, I got to connect with some amazing poets that I've never known before. So I'm grateful for 2020.
True, it's been a very
as an artist
roller coaster of a year, but I think maybe I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that we can all point to something that we learned or truly gained, and learned about ourselves. For many of us, if what doesn't break you makes you stronger. So to be able to come out of 2020, there's going to be some testimonies for sure. All right, I appreciate the insight and the take on that. Eclipse, I want to touch on a little
Yep.
bit more about you, brother. Doing
Okay.
so much, as I said earlier, one of those things that you do is you ghostwrite. And not just anybody can ghostwrite. You gotta be good at what you do for somebody to reach out to you.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm willing to have your penmanship and your skills, your thoughts, your words, your lyricism be used with my project. And so that's one of the things that you do. Your professional music career started in 1998 as a member of Dark Alley, which is actually a rap
Yes.
trio group. Is that right?
Yeah. Correct.
And you stood out to fans actually and becoming like the main writer of the group. But you later went solo in 2014. Tell me, what was your vision at the time?
No, it was actually 2004
2000.
that I went solo.
Okay. Man,
Yeah, it was 2004.
so you've been doing it for
But
longer.
what was your question?
Is that moment when you're on, I guess, the precipice of being in the group, contemplating being solo, and then just that identifying with both, yet taking the step to actually go solo. I kind of want to get into your mind a little bit, and what was your vision at the time? Like, were you nervous taking that kind of a step? Did you have a plan laid out when you were thinking of or deciding to leave the group and pursue your solo career?
Nah, I definitely wasn't nervous. I think the thing was, I think we just reached a point where we weren't really on the same page and they weren't really moving at the same pace and speed that I was. I had a certain loyalty to the group. Like, a lot of people were requesting, they just wanted to hear me by myself. So I had a lot of people asking for a solo album, but I had loyalty to the group. So I was sticking with trying to do my thing with them. And then we just got to a point where I was just moving ahead at a faster pace than they were. And I felt like, in a sense, I was being slowed down.
Okay.
So I had to let that go and kind of focus on myself. But I definitely wasn't nervous because, I was doing stuff on my own before I even linked up with them or started doing anything with them anyway. So I was already used to it and ready.
Okay. Got you. All right. I was going to also ask, like, did anyone help you kind of see that was possible for yourself to do your own thing? But you kind of touched on it in that people were coming to you, requesting to hear you on solo projects. So I'm sure that was a factor in motivating you.
Yeah.
I kind of want to understand a little bit about where you are currently. You're with Dark Squad Entertainment, and they do a variety of things, work with educating around music. Can you tell us a little bit about what, I guess, you're learning, or what you've learned working with Dark Squad Entertainment in terms of artist development, which is, I know, is a big component of what they do?
I mean, I've learned, I would just say a lot of the stuff was stuff that I already knew, but I just became better at it with Dark Squad Entertainment.
Give me an example.
I mean, I do music camp with kids every Saturday. So a lot of time what I do with them, I do a lot of different things. I teach them, like, for me, how I say music is therapeutic. These like inner city kids who like live in the hood, keeping it real, and a lot of them don't have fathers or have somebody to guide them. So they might feel certain ways or be going through certain things. So I work with them with teaching them the art of rhyme, for one, and how to take words and express their feelings, put them on paper and just get them out and put them in the song form. And I have different challenges and stuff I do. Sometimes I might do rhyming riddles and have them guess what I'm talking about using rhyming words, or I give them different little challenges. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, I appreciate that very much. So I think it's a beautiful thing to be able to learn and know and have that wisdom, and then obviously be able to pass it on and instill it in someone else. And you work so closely with the youth, so big ups to that. Do you have something else that you can share with us?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So next piece I'm gonna share with you is actually something I wrote. It's actually a song that I wrote. It's called Improvise.
Okay.
So I'm ready to jump in when y'all ready for me.
Let's go, Eclipse.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right. So this one the pace will be just a smidge faster than the poem I shared with you.
Okay.
So it'll flow better, but I'm sure you can still follow along with me. All right. So no turning back, I'm in too deep. I try my best not to make promises I'll fail to keep. Can't trust my shadow cause it stalks me closely on the creep. Feel evil lurking all around me while I'm trying to sleep. I'm on the edge, feeling down and out, about to take a leap. Someone come find me cause I'm lost like one of Jesus' sheep. There's consequences to our actions that we're forced to reap. Anything costing peace of mind is just a price too steep. So many things weighing me down, so where do I begin? Satanic world and wicked demons trying to lure me in. They're trying to push me to the limit like a gust of wind. My thoughts are racing. What's my purpose? I can't comprehend. Just looking for some understanding before it's over for me. Reach out to Jesus, ask him, please talk to Jehovah for me. Since a young age, there's so many things I've had to endeavor. I'm blessed I made it and still standing through the stormy weather. Would never bow down to no man in no way whatsoever. Trying to connect with the Most High, it's better late than never. In need of answers, so my head is tilted to the sky. Feeling unworthy, but I'm hoping God will still reply and tell me why. When the pressure starts to take its toll, the stress increases as I'm sinking deeper in the hole. I'm about to get on the road, I need to take a ride. No destination, just unwinding, trying to clear my mind. I'm going crazy, I've been trying not to let it show. And having trouble with forgiveness, just can't let it go. I know I'm guilty, I'm still hoping God will sympathize. But if he doesn't, then I guess I gotta improvise. I'm being haunted by some visions of my own demise. Before my story closes out, it needs to be revised. Can't trust a liar, that's the type of man that I despise. Ravenous wolves full of deception, wearing a disguise. The more I try to better me, more problems will arise. My soul is not for sale and I will never compromise. So many tries to reach my father, I've been trying to save him. Since elementary, I've been watching alcohol enslave him. I keep on praying, holding on to faith with every breath that he'll break free for it's too late and drinks himself to death. All things are possible with God and there's no one else. How can I judge him when I've done the same thing myself? And tell me why, when the pressure starts to take its toll, the stress increases as I'm sinking deeper in the hole. I'm about to get on the road, I need to take a ride. No destinations, just unwinding, trying to clear my mind. I'm going crazy, I've been trying not to let it show. And having trouble with forgiveness, just can't let it go. I know I'm guilty, I'm still hoping God will sympathize. But if he doesn't, then I guess I gotta improvise.
Woo, let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
I love that.
Yes.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's a conversation with yourself right there. That's what makes.
Real
Indeed.
talk.
Yeah, definitely.
Facts.
More to come. I hope that we have time to hear some more from you, Eclipse. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. I want to.
Appreciate you having me.
Indeed, brother. Indeed. I wanted to ask Zulmi a couple quick questions. She is the author of Rotten Soup. We mentioned earlier. She's written a captivating, relatable, vibrantly emotional, and a vivid collection of poetry in Rotten Soup, inspired by her life. Can you talk to us a little bit about your baby, Rotten Soup, and what you're doing to get the work out there and into people's hands?
Thank you. I am. Rotten Soup is definitely the collection and the testimony of my story of self love. You know, just learning throughout life, searching for love outside of me, and then eventually reconnecting to me and knowing that I was my greatest love. I loved everything.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as getting it out to the people, my publisher, she promotes it. For me right now, it's just social media, doing giveaways, connecting with other organizations or other brands or influencers, and just trying to get the book out into, people's hands, family and friends and friends of family and friends have supported the work.
Nice.
So it's getting out there, and in time, one day it'll completely get out there.
Well, congratulations for doing your thing. I always see you promoting. It's like an author's work is never done when it comes to that, especially.
That's right. That's right.
Trying to do your thing. So salute to you. But you're doing other things as well, and I love the idea and the concept of your blog / podcast that's actually based on your poems that you've written, and then sort of diving into the meanings, the oceans of emotions, and the lessons that you learned.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? When and where we can listen to it?
Definitely. I'm housed in Anchor. However, but Anchor distributes it out to Apple, distributes it out to Spotify. And like you said, I've taken my favorite works and like you said, just really go deep in a podcast episode about what was the emotion behind this poem. What did I learn? What was the lesson? Eclipse hit on it earlier about it's therapeutic, yes, it's healing. The healing occurred in me first, but once I release it through the pen, I'm healed. I feel like I've had a therapy session, So the podcast is there, the blogs are there, and I may not promote and push it as hard as I should, but I'm sure every one of us who are published authors know that when you originally write a book, you don't think you're building a business. You just think you're writing a book, but then you turn around and you see, oh, wait, I am selling a product. I do have to promote this. I do have to do work. So I'm learning marketing and all that now.
Indeed.
So
that's what's up. All right. So when and where can we hear? Can we listen to it?
You can listen to it on Spotify or Apple, and it's Word Trap with Zuni.
Okay. I'm going to share that in the chat for the folks.
Oh, yes, please do. Please do. And I'll type it after, type it too.
And Zumi, do you have something else that you can share with us?
Yes. Remember, now I'm going to the dark side of the spectrum, okay?
Uh-oh.
So, brothers, do not kill me. If the shoe does not fit, do not put it on, okay? We are in the middle of a pandemic, right? But there are other viruses that we deal with in our world. And I want to share with you about the FPV virus, okay? All right. No one came to my funeral, an audience of one, mourning, crying, soaking, heartbreaking, so aching as my life slipped away. FBV took me out slowly. My immune system grew weak. I grew susceptible to lies. I grew weak to deception. I grew frail to betrayal. No one came to my funeral, an audience of one, mourning, crying, soaking, heartbreaking, so aching as my life slipped away. FBV took me out slowly. I didn't have the strength to maintain swag. I didn't have the energy to dream. I did not have the motivation for change. No one came to my funeral, an audience of one, mourning, crying, soaking, heartbreaking, so aching as my life slipped away. FBV took me out slowly. I watched my life slip away. I died gently. I resurrected gradually. My soul, my spirit, my very essence remind me who I was and cured me of FBV. And I will live to tell everyone that you and you too can survive the fuckboy virus.
In peace.
And that's that piece.
Okay, Zumi. Okay. I see what you and Eclipse is on. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Drop
Yes,
the
sir.
mic.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's how we getting down. Okay. Nice. Thank you for switching it up. Let me see a different side.
Of course.
I appreciate it, yo. Yeah, I love your energy and your delivery.
Thank you, King.
No doubt. You're welcome, Queen. So, Sonny, my brother. I want to ask you this, right? Which fuels you more? Is it your experience behind the lens or in front of it?
Oddly enough, no one has really ever asked me that, so you got me on that one. What inspires me more? I think in front of the camera does it.
Okay.
Versus behind it. And I'm only saying that because we live in such a digital era.
Mm-hmm.
So when people see your photographs, one of the last things they ask is who took the photo. If anything, they're only concerned about what's in the photo, the content that they're viewing. So whether that be still life, urban photography, whatever the focus or the muse is of the photograph, people are more concerned about that than the photographer. And if you are a good consumer of art or photography, then you start trying to figure out what was the intention of the artist when they took this photo. But many people in our society, as of right now, aren't thinking that far. So I think that in front of the lens is much more impactful or inspirational for me, simply because I'm now able to put a face and a voice to my words. That you're now able to see the embodiment of the words that have been constructed. You're now able to put a face with what you're hearing, and I think that just is better relatability. You know, I think it just merges everything together. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't bother me to be on either side, but I do think in terms of how I am able to impact audiences, I think in front of the camera is more beneficial.
Okay, very, very profound insight. How long have you been doing photography?
I am approaching year 5.
Wow, okay.
Yep.
Now, in service to others, you're also a youth advocate and mentor. Are any of the young people that you work with in the arts as well?
Yes.
Okay.
There are some young ladies who are dancers. They are dancing with a dance company. One, I believe, started with the Venettes, so that was pretty cool. She's about 15.
Okay.
50, well, she was 15 at the time.
I'm going to ask you.
But yeah, they're
so no, it's okay. So you're in the arts, but both with what you're doing for yourself as an artist, and then those who you're impacting in the community. You've played the electrifying Kwame Radio in the Bob stage play Viva Africa that actually got its start right in Brentwood, Long Island. What was the experience like on tour, doing your thing on that play? And then if you could touch on that, and then after that, I know you've got an upcoming indie film where you're going to be the lead actor called The Last Alumni. And if you could tell us a little bit about that project.
Cool. So my experience with the Urban Theater Group being in Viva Africa has been nothing short of amazing. My time there was just incredible. I enjoyed every minute of it. It was, I guess, a serendipitous moment for me to even be a part of it, because how I met the owner and the brainchild, the visionary of Viva Africa is that I was at a forum and we were trying to get some funding for the indie film. So we were just throwing out the trailer, the first few trailers, so people can get their, their whistle wet and generate some interest in what we're doing. And it just so happened that the visionary Shadrach was there, and he was performing, telling his story, and then doing a couple of pieces. And as I'm headed out of the forum room, he stops me. He's like, "Hey, man, I really like what you're doing. Do you think that you could come be a part of what we're doing?" And I'm like, him and hard, like I'm busy, I got stuff doing, And then I said, you know what, this is a good opportunity. I had never really seen that particular stage production, and he says to me, he's like, "I think I have the perfect role for you." And I'm like, "Not perfect role for me." In my mind, I think like I'm a button Denzel, in my mind. And it clearly that was not it. But when I was introduced to the role of Kwame Radio, I was like, "Oh no, this is perfect. It embodies my very personality." Like I saw a lot of characteristics or traits that were similar with both me and the character. So it was a perfect fitting.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and my time doing that was just so amazing.
It looked like fun, man. It really did.
We were going.
It looked like y'all having a ball.
Yeah, man. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before he's on Broadway. At the time, he also was preparing for Netflix's She's Gotta Have It. So he's made some appearances there, but his intention was always trying to get Viva Africa to Broadway, and I'm excited. I tell him all the time I'm excited about what his where his vision is going to take him, and I'm always cheering him every step of the way. To that end, the indie film, The Last Alumni, is in production. Is in production. And considering COVID, we had to go on hiatus with filming. But we are definitely in production. We have been trying our best to generate a little bit more funds because some of the scenes that we have require a bit more. And what people don't recognize is that when you have vision, it costs something. People think that it's just a matter of pull out your camera and get people together and get here. But this stuff takes money. I mean, for the production value of what we're producing, from drones in the sky to actual EMTs and all of that on site. I mean, it's just so much going on, and this stuff does not come free.
Indeed.
But COVID definitely set us back. But the project is pretty good. The story is really about a young man being redeemed. He was an amazing math whiz. He's very good at numbers. He understands math. The problem is that a tragic or traumatic event happens in his life that throws him off course. And throwing him off course, it sends him in the opposite direction of where he was going. So now, when the weight or the burden of the district is now falling upon his shoulders because they're trying to win grant money so the school can be saved. And get all this money for the school to be saved. And he's the only whiz who could really pull them out and ensure that they win it and bring it up.
Sounds like a really interesting
and I
plot.
mean, the way that you get through it, like the way the story is going to go, it's going to take you like, wow, that's crazy. But that's what I'm gonna give away for now.
I appreciate
I
appreciate the crumbs. I'm gonna eat them up. Definitely excited, man. Congrats. Looking forward to seeing you do your thing as lead actor, and just giving it to us. Bringing those stories to life. Just like when you're behind the lens, you bring stills to life. You just bring moments to life. You just do what you do, Sonny. So well. So please, you're welcome to come back. Give me a heads up that when that project is ready to come back and just tell the folks about it and check it out. So
I look forward to it.
Yeah, you're welcome, brother. Do you have something that you could share with us? Another poem?
Let me go to my Rolodex, see what I got. I can't prepare. All right, so this piece, I'm not even going to bother waste time with it. We can chat about it once I'm done. How's that?
Okay. Let's go.
Here we go. I had an interview the other day. I showed up on time, groomed and well-dressed like I was on a first date headed for a night on the town. My name was called. I was escorted through a long hallway to a grand conference room where 3 hiring professionals sat at a long desk. We introduced ourselves, engaged in small talk, and sat down. Then the interview commenced. A barrage of questions were fiercely aimed, ready to take deadly force. I got into position, ready for battle. They let the chopper sing. After a series of questions of what seemed like an endless rendition of call and response, the woman asked, "Do you have any questions for us?" I nodded in delight, ready to unleash the beast of intellectual prowess. Abruptly, a male interviewer stands, goes to shake my hand to thank me for my time. He looks at me staunch and stone-faced and told me plainly I wasn't qualified. His constituents chuckled. "Well, I'll be damned." I immediately got in my bag. I went off. AWF. Who the hell does he think he is? How dare they tell me some stuff like that? What makes you think I'm not qualified? Damn it, I'm overqualified. Sitting right in front of you is a walking, talking, thinking, breathing resume. A summation of experiences that qualifies me for any position. Let me petition this form of corporate cronies of my condition. What? Y'all can't handle this? This resume has been tweaked, modified, redone, and upgraded. I'm like the Samsung from another galaxy. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I'm a cataclysmic anomaly, a meteor waiting to collide. I'm a ball of fire, dark mass from outer space, and I'll go Guardians of the Galaxy on your ass. I'm very well educated. I got it out the mud. From the hood, I earned my AA, but trust I ain't a quitter. I went from rags to riches, most days unpaid, smoked haze, and still put on for my hitters. I've got an advanced education from the famed school of hard knocks. I done sold more rocks than a chip off the old block, wore shoes without socks, begged in the street, and preached from a soapbox. God damn it, I'm educated. I got a BS in BS, so I know a con man when I see one. I'm a professor of metaphysics. I see in the supernatural. Those dead men, don't you be one. The one, I'm chosen for greatness, impervious to mediocrity. I'm a jack of all trades and a master of many. I perfect my craft. I can sit with kings and princes and still turn up with all the ratchet riffraff. I got a PhD in human anatomy. My energy is like a walking drugstore. You can call me Dr. Feelgood. A shot of me is like serotonin. I'll keep you zoning. I'll have you groaning and moaning, put you to bed like Jay Holiday and melatonin. I'll get you high, have you ascended to the highest mountains, visiting your passed on loved ones in the sweet by and by. I'm dripping in finesse. My sauce is swagoo. When I see a reflection of myself, I pause and say, damn, I still got the juice. I've got crazy wild skills. I'm a hustler. Go on and ask about me. I can ball on the budget and be bad and bougie too. I can drive dirty, be flirty, and ensure all my business clients make profits too. I've got more than enough prowess. I'm an amalgamation of experiences waiting to be used. If you think I'm a fold at your words, nigga, please, I shall not be moved. You should be lucky I chose to interview here. My gifts, skills, and talents are too rare to be unrewarded. Thank you for ruining this interview. Your opportunity to hire me has just been aborted. So yes, thank me for my time. And you know what? Now that I think about it, you can kiss my... Never mind.
Hey. Hey, that was dope.
Yo, high energy. I love it, man. Funny. Very entertaining. Yo. Oh man, Sonny. How long did it take you to write a piece like that, Sonny?
Man, a matter of hours, maybe.
Okay.
When I'm in the zone, I'm in the zone.
Right. Yeah, man. You feel like you got it all out of that one? Or is that one? A little more to be said on that one.
It was so funny because I didn't know how I wanted to craft it. I had one line in the entire poem that I knew just had to be there. Well, one phrasing that had to be there. And that's when he's talking about his education, going to the school of hard knocks. And that's all I had. That was it. That's all I had. And then as I thought about it, I said, well, how do I craft this and put it into a certain, into a spoken word piece? And then the more I thought about it, I said, what would it be like if you were on an interview? So many times we assume that we don't recognize our power and how an interview is a mutual exchange. It's not just a matter, like, I know many of us, we grew up from a survival idea or tactic that told us that something is better than nothing. But no one ever really taught us that when you go in for an interview, it's a mutual exchange. The same way you're asking me questions, I'm asking you questions. I'm trying to figure out, do I want to work here? I don't have to be here. I don't have to work here. I don't have to spend my time and energy here. And then what does that look like moving forward? So what would it look like if you sat down and someone told you that you weren't qualified, knowing good and well that you were, or that you thought that you could in some way or another really benefit the vision of that company, but then they deny you? What would that look or sound like? So I really just allowed my mind to take me on that odyssey of things I would say. And
glad you did it, boy. I love that piece. I love the message. It's kind of like speaking to power. I think I know I can relate, being in situations like that, people telling you about you, like they know. So yeah, appreciate that piece. Okay.
No problem, man. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. That is going to wrap up the questions for now, and we're going to get into some more trivia. How does that sound? We have some time left. I think we can get some. Yeah, let's get some more trivia in there. Declare our winner. Okay. Calm down, y'all. Jeez. Okay. All right. So hopefully, we'll see if we have time to maybe hear a little bit more from our poets. But if you're just joining us, please stick around. Once again, you're listening to the PodPoets Lounge. Go smash this subscribe button on YouTube. This is the voice of Naquel. I am here with the poet and businessman Sunny, the lyricist and music educator Eclipse, alongside the amazing author, educator Zulmi, the poet. And you know it, we are building a vibe tonight.
Yes.
So as we get into the second round of trivia, we're gonna keep the same categories. We normally would concentrate on the Ink magazine, but I think we'll keep the same categories so you guys have more to choose from. The rules are pretty much the same, except the questions are gonna be a mix of individual and group questions. I'll let you know which is which. You can eliminate one of the incorrect choices if you get an individual question asked. So if you're not sure, you can eliminate one. You can't phone a friend. Actually, maybe I should let you phone a friend. Yeah, I'll let you phone a friend. Someone can help you out with the answer. Let's do that.
That's how you know the question's about to get harder, y'all. That's how y'all know.
I was going to save that for the third round, but I think we'll introduce it now. We might not get to the full third round, but all right, here we go. So we'll start again. Last round, we had 4 points for Sunny, 7 for Zulmi, and 4 points for Eclipse. And let's go ahead and start off with Eclipse. What category for you, sir?
I'm sticking with what I know. Let's go back with the movies.
You got it. All right. Okay. So this is actually a quote taken from the film. I just read the chat. She said, "Don't call me. I'm gonna have to lose." I want you to tell me who said this quote. It said, quote, "Reality is wrong. Dreams are for real." Was this A, Janet Jackson, B, the great John Singleton, C, the indelible Tupac Shakur, or D, Miss Maya Angelou? This is an individual just for you, Eclipse.
I'm gonna go with B.
You're gonna go with B. This is actually C. This one is from Tupac Shakur.
Right.
Wow.
Sounds like somebody wish they had that word. Okay.
I started to go with Pac and should have went with my instinct.
All right. The next question is going to be a group question, and Zulmi can pick the category for us.
We got to keep the same energy. Let's go with the movie. Mm-hmm.
All right, you got it. So I want you to tell me which, this is for everyone can respond. So which streaming platform describes poetic justice as a, quote, street smart love story? Is it A, Quelly TV, Is it B, Hulu? Or is it C, Netflix? You got A, B. Okay.
Oh, this one. I'm torn between B and C.
Okay. You want me to I'm gonna untear you with this timer. You got 30 seconds.
Let's go with okay, let's go with B. Let's go with B.
That always works. Let me stop it now.
All right.
Okay.
We all wrong.
Very, very well done. Yes, you guys are swimming together. Okay. Hold on. Okay. That was Hulu. All right, Sonny, you are up, and this is going to be just for you, my good man. What category for you?
Okay. Let's go with quotes.
Quotes. Okay. So this.
Oh, I should have went with the stuff folder. Nah, we already here. Quotes it is.
You never know, you might get a quote in the stuff folder. That's kind of how things work over here. All right, your quote is, I would define the poetry of words as the rhythmical creation of beauty. Who said this? Was it A, K-Lo from our previous episode? I think episode 4 or 5. Was it B, Edgar Allan Poe? Was it C, Emily Dickinson? Or was it D, Lauryn Hill? Who gave us this one?
Oh, we going with the queen.
Right.
Wait, hold on. Ooh, B.
B, Edgar Allan Poe. Did you say the queen?
Yes.
Edgar Allan Poe. Oh, no.
No.
You are correct.
I had seen. Okay.
You are correct.
Tell them language, King. I told you that's not Emily Dickinson's language.
Yes, this one is Edgar Allan Poe.
I only chose B because I was an avid reader of Edgar Allan Poe, and it sounded for me. But I saw Lauryn Hill. I said, well, maybe she could have said it.
All right, let's see what category Eclipse is going to pick for us. Where are you going to take us next?
International.
Oh, yes, my good man. Thank you. I feel like you chose that for me, even though you didn't. So this is one of the rare categories that gets chosen, but nonetheless, here we are. International poet and artist Saul Williams once said in a poem, quote, "They are waiting for the past to die before they are born." Who was he talking about? This is a group question. Was it A, the greatest Americans, B, the youth of today, C, baby boomers, or D, artificial intelligence?
B.
We've got B for Eclipse. We've got B for Clarity.
I'm going to say B.
Oh, this was a group question?
This one is a group question.
Was it a
Yes,
group?
it was. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I think we're on you, Sonny. What are your thoughts?
Okay. Sorry, guys.
I tried to do an evil laugh when I put the timer on to scare you guys, but terrible. Absolutely terrible. Okay, C. Well, all right. Great effort. Guys, good effort. I mean it. Good effort here. This one was actually A, the greatest American.
Wow.
Man, no one got this one. Not even, no one at all.
That's the second time I went against my instinct and picked something else. And I was
Right, language key. I'm like, right.
He said,
Right.
the greatest Americans are waiting for the past to die. Dope piece. Saul Williams, man. Ooh, wee. One of my inspirations. Okay.
I gotta go look that up. I feel bad.
All right, who's next? Zumi. And this is just going to be for you, my dear.
I'm gonna go with word wise because I don't think we picked that category yet,
No,
right?
we actually haven't jumped in there. So let's do that.
Yeah, so tread lightly with me.
Let's see. You're worth it.
Get a knuckle.
All right. Let's see. If I wrote the line, quote, the ship was in distress upon the livid sea, end quote, I would be using which poetic device? Is it A, assonance, B, alliteration, C, rhyme, or D, consonants?
Alliteration.
This one is actually A, assonance.
No.
The
Right.
short I sound in ship and in distress and in livid are using assonance, or relying on the similar vowel sound found in non-rhyming words. All right, I'm glad that we touched this category.
Ooh.
So
We learned today. That's right, Clarity. We learned today.
we got a chance for anyone listening for the first time to get a sense of what happens in wordways, even if we just touch it for a little bit, make it feel something. You know, all these categories need to feel a little something. They got only a little love. Need a little love. All right, call coming in. Let's connect our guest caller. Welcome to the show. Hello. Evening. Dr. Patrice Holden, welcome to the program. How are you doing today?
I am doing phenomenally. This is one of the best shows that I have had the pleasure of attending virtually.
Wow, thank you.
It really does feel like a lounge. It's a
Agreed.
relaxed. Yeah, it's the energy is equal parts chill, but interactive and spark. And to be able to pull that off is an amazing feat.
I'm very, very
Agreed.
I don't know what the word is to describe how good you're making me feel right now. I appreciate the feedback. Thank you so very much for tuning in, for the support. We actually met around the artist Eclipse coming onto the program. You manage him at Dark Squad Entertainment, is that correct?
Yes, as much as he will allow. You know how artists are. He's an artist. He's sensitive about his. As Erica Badu said. But yes, as much as he will allow.
It sounds like you guys are doing phenomenal work. Just like an awesome team. I know you're also a bit of a writer yourself. So I've got two quick questions for you, and then if you can share a small piece with us, we'd really be delighted. So just tell us, I guess, where you're from and what you do.
My name is Dr. Patrice Holden. I live currently in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
And I currently run a consulting business where I do all things communicative, which means if it's written or spoken, I'm an expert and I can do it. And sometimes as entrepreneurs, we've never done it before, but someone's paying money and we're like, okay, I can figure it out. So, so from writing business plans to contracts to managing artists with their social media, their interactions with other people, how they build relationships and networks. If it is written or spoken, then I usually am the person to call.
Now, particularly, I'm going to share this here. For bookings, is the email thelanguagekey@aol.com?
Yes, and don't laugh at my old school email. Yes, it is. I have a Gmail one as well, but this one's been around for a little bit.
All right.
So
thank you very much for sharing that.
AOL.
I knew it was coming for me. All right, don't get fired again and then stay in the same interview now.
You win.
You mentioned energy earlier, and I'm delighted because you're about to add your energy to the mix. If you can share a little piece with us, please. This mic is yours.
Okay, well, I am not in the, I'm not, in the highest esteemed auspice or the skybox with the people that you got in the room. I'm on the
Lies.
field sitting down, somewhere
Lies.
down in the
Bless
nosebleed
us,
seats.
Doc. Bless us.
But I will give you a little something I had wrote. Now
good.
there's a 2-sentence preamble to this. I was born with a hereditary illness called sickle cell disease. Unfortunately, it only affects people of color, primarily Black people. So as a child and growing up, I felt differently. Sickle cell is horrendously painful. It's also very fatiguing because it's a blood disorder. So as a child, I was worried about things that children shouldn't be worried about, which made me stand out. I also missed a lot of school and wasn't able to physically do a lot of things that normal kids did. So this poem is kind of about, as an adult, the journey that I had to take to figure out who I was, who I am, and who I aspired to be, independent of what the world may feel that I am. Because sometimes the world's evaluation of you does not, well, most of the time, the world's evaluation of you does not match with who you are in the true sense.
So beautifully said. Yes.
Okay, so this was a poem written from that. It's a poem of angst, but ultimately it's a poem of triumph. So the poem is called "I Cried Last Night." All right, so it says, I cried last night in sorrow, in joy, in grief, in hope, in faith of tomorrow's promise, that a woman of such intrinsic grace would accept a valuation of herself based solely upon the acceptance of those who lacked the capacity to understand the true worth of such a rare gem. That with nary rebuttal, question, doubt, or even eyebrow raised in protest, she would accept a valuation of herself so low as to be worthless. Swallowing that number whole so that her very countenance revealed this new price for all the world to see. I cried last night for the woman I am, but so frequently fail to be, except in the rarest of moments when I stop trying to be and intuitively just am. I cry for laughter, for merriment, for hands waved in the air in reckless abandon. At the spontaneity of abandoning dinner to stand and dance by the table, eyes closed, head back, arms extended. At the feeling of drums, the sway of my hips, the lilt of my laugh, the feel of a man's hands on my waist as he silently walks up behind me and pulls me in to dance. And the tears continued, contemplating a future limited only by the height of the building blocks of my imagination. And my faith that towering high, heavy, teetering and askew, that these blocks will hold. I cried for decades lost, yet even so, for the flawless timing of Holy Spirit and divine grace. For a woman lost, relegated to the lowest value in a long lost and neglected store, pleading for anyone to recognize a modicum of her true worth. But who but an expert can appraise a priceless art of timeless beauty? And in time, even in its forgotten place, in a store relegated to extinction, an expert did come in the form of a doctor, no less. And she intrinsically knew that this art of rarest value had been egregiously devalued. Yet certain in her assertion, doubt shrouded her. Would anyone believe the actual worth of such art? A priceless artifact here? Laughable at best. Perhaps I should undervalue this treasure to the public so as to be found credible? Yet does not the lotus flower bloom proud and beautiful, secreted in the swamp? Last night I cried for the woman lost, the woman found, and the promise of the horizons of the woman I am when I stop trying to be and intuitively just am.
My God, that's good.
My God, Doc. My God, Doc.
I was trying to hype with y'all.
Nah, Doc, slow down.
Nah, Doc, you got that.
Beautiful.
Doc, you win. You got it.
You got it.
Thank you so much.
Oh man, thank y'all.
Yeah, just truly pleasure. Thank you so much for a couple things at this point, for sharing that lovely piece, courage, the bravery to do it. I've invited folks, but they don't all call in. They don't all call in and do that. I really appreciate that. Really enjoyed that piece. I love the story of reflection, and I think.
Yes.
You touched on it a little bit earlier. Again, about being a self-love advocate, and the journey. It's not an easy one. The journey to self-love is just not an easy one. One of the things that you mentioned, Doctor, about other people's opinions, it made me think of that quote. I think Quincy Jones, I believe, not 1 ounce of your opinion, not 1 ounce of my self-worth is dependent on another person's opinion of me. Kind of puts it into perspective how important it is for us to trust ourselves sometimes and pick ourselves up and just keep going. Because the world is there for us. Just gotta see it like that. Have the perspective to just, I want to say, attack it. Just attack it and don't let it keep you down. Very encouraging. Love work like that. Did we lose Eclipse, or is he still on the line? You're welcome.
I'm back. I've had bad signal for a second. I'm back though.
All right, excellent. Not trying to lose nobody. Not right now. We are in the home stretch. All right, so I have a final round of really rapid questions that I wanted to ask the panelists, and possibly if they have some time still, because we're a little past 9 o'clock, and if they can share maybe a short piece or a part of a piece, and then we'll get ready to wrap up our game. Maybe get a couple more trivia questions in, if we can squeeze that in, and then wrap up our game, because it's close. It's a very close game. Eclipse, you're at 5 points. I've got Zumi at 8 points, and Sunny at 6 points. So it's a close game. Let me go ahead with these really quick, some rapid fire questions. We'll start with you, Sunny. So,
Okay.
let's do you prefer the pen or the camera?
The pen.
Okay. For you, is it the stage or the page?
The stage.
Okay. What's the last photo you would want to see before closing your eyes?
Oh, a good sunset.
Okay. One photo that you can wake up your eyes to every morning.
Water. The ocean.
I like that. Would it be endless love or endless justice for you at this stage of your life?
Definitely endless love.
Okay. And okay. What would be the last body part you'd want to write a poem about?
No, that's a loaded question.
Okay.
Toes.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna shift over and
Toes or feet?
those are that fast. Let me ask that same question. What is the last body part you would want to write about, Eclipse?
The last body part I would want to write about?
Yes.
A private part.
Tell me, how do you prepare to write a new song?
How I prepare to write a new song? I don't prepare. I
Okay.
just grab the pen and I write whatever comes to
You
mind.
start flowing. Okay.
Yeah.
So then I was going to ask, what's one of your favorite ways to get into the mode for writing? Before you grab that pen, do you do anything?
It differs. Sometimes it just might be the instrumental that grabs me a certain way. It might be some strings or some bells or some certain instruments that just bring certain words or lyrics out of me. And then other times I just grab the pen and I just start writing whatever comes to mind.
Feel you. Okay. If your pen could rewrite a part of history, where would you go and why?
Ooh.
If my pen could rewrite a part of history,
Yeah, where would you go and why?
I would rewrite all of the people that I love dearly that I've lost to gun violence, and I would write them back into living on this earth.
Powerful. I want to ask you that question as well, Zulmi. Let's switch it over to you. If your pen could rewrite a part of history, where would you go and why?
I would go back to the beginning of when it's implanted in women that we have to seek for love outside ourselves. So if that's being a young girl and that first image of looking for love, being married and having, a family, I speak to that person.
Okay. What would be the last body part that you would want to write a poem about?
Not to sound cliche, but my mind.
Okay.
My mind.
Okay. You often state that the pen is the closest thing, or one of the closest things to your heart. And would you say that for you it's more stage than page?
I would need a little bit, like when you say stage, if the stage means that
Performing.
my heart, everyone gets to hear the heart, then it's the stage. But if it's just a page that no one's going to ever read again, then it wouldn't be the page.
Okay. How would you define poetry?
Words that heal, words that give insight, words that empower, words that transform, words that teach, words that release understanding, just everything we ever need, but in the form of words.
Okay.
Like words being the savior. I would say that for me.
Okay. Appreciate that. Last question. What's one of your favorite ways to get into the mode for writing and releasing those beautiful words?
It comes different ways. It's actually, I know this not to be too deep, but you know how sometimes we're going through emotions subconsciously that we're not even aware that we're going through. We're listening to a certain song, and we're like, why am I listening to this song on repeat? What is it doing? And then you learn that, oh, okay, this is why, because it was birthing a poem. Sometimes it might just be tears for someone else that I shed, so it's really just getting into the emotion bag for me and releasing it.
That is deep. You did go deep. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
We get deep over here, so that's what's up. Appreciate that. So that's our rapid fire questions. Just get a quick response, quick take from our artists, get to know them a little bit deeper. Do you guys have a couple more minutes for to finish off our trivia?
Yeah, sure.
We can get a winner here. All right. So let's get a few more questions. We'll start it off with Sunny. These are going to be just individual questions. See if we can get 2 questions each. So you can call on and get some help if you'd like. Let's start with
All
Sunny.
right.
What category for you?
Let's go movies.
Okay. Let's head back over to Poetic Justice.
Game is rigged.
Okay. this might not. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna presume anything. I'm just gonna say this. This is called First Up. This question is called First Up. I'm gonna repeat the question until someone gets it correct, or at least when all the points have been asked, and no one answers it correctly. So I'm gonna give you a song. Finish the line word for word. If you don't get it word for word. All right. In the song by Kendrick Lamar, I need you to finish the line from Kendrick's lyrics. He said, "You can get it, you can get it, you can get it, you can get it."
I know just what you want. Poetic justice. Put it in the song. All right.
I'm gonna
yes,
I'm gonna
Sonny.
give nicely done, Sonny. But I'm gonna give you one more chance. Slow it down for me. It has to be verbatim. Go ahead. The challenge is on. Okay, you want me to give you the first line again? Or you can get it, you can get it, you can get it, you can get it.
I know. This is horrible.
All right.
And I know. I feel like
I'm gonna have to time you. Here we go.
Okay.
30 seconds.
This is so bad. Don't judge my voice, guys. And I know just what you want. Poetic justice. Put it in the song.
So close. But not verbatim. Really, really close. Really close. Okay. I heard a couple words in there that didn't belong. All right. Zumi, you're up.
This is cool and unusual punishment.
I was gonna say I got loyalty and royalty if I did that. So, I don't care. I lost this one.
You got it now.
And nobody better be Googling it either. I lost. Y'all better take y'all L's.
Okay.
L taken.
Same here.
All right, Eclipse. You got a chance.
No, I don't.
You can get it. You can get it. You can get it.
You can get it if you really try.
Take a guess.
Yeah. I'm going to go with I Haven't a Clue. Only Kendrick Lamar song that I know some of the words to is swimming pools. So I can make up some shit that rhyme with it, but if you ask me to quote this actual lyrics, then nah. I'm dead on that one.
Fair enough. This is very funny. All right.
Could have gave me a hurtful, huh? Dang.
All right. So you know what? I'm gonna let's go to a different category. Who picked that one just now? That was you, son.
You.
Yeah.
You.
I went to movies. I don't know how we got to singing.
Right, Sonny. We ain't picked that. So we don't get a free point. Hello.
We are poets.
We are poets, man. Give us our points.
Points coming right now. I'm gonna select the next category. This will be the last category for us. I'm gonna play a poem for us to listen to.
Okay.
And then I'll have a question based on the poem. So for all my educators, for all my music educators, for all my classroom educators, you know how important it is to listen up. So this game is called Player. It's out of the international category. And I'm going to play this John for you. This joint. It is from this lovely, lovely poet from the Caribbean. And the poem is called Home. Let me turn this down and let's just turn on our listening devices, our ears. You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Okay. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
The question will be based on this. Here it is. Home by Sophia Sinclair.
this is home. Have I forgotten it? Wild conch shell dialect, black apostrophe curled tight on my tongue, or how the Spanish built walls of broken glass to keep me out, but the doctor bird kept chasing and raking me in.
Right.
This place is your place. Wreathed in red sargassum, ancient driftwood nursed on the pensive sea. The ramshackle altar I visited often, packed full with fish skull, bright with lignum vitae plumes. Father, I have asked so many miracles of it, to be patient and forgiving, to be remade for you in some small wonder. And what a joy to still believe in anything. My diction now as straight as my hair, that stranger we've long stopped searching for. If somehow our half-sunken hearts could answer, I would cup my mouth in warm bowls over the earth and kiss the wet dirt of home. Taste bogue mud and one long orange peel for skin. I'd open my ear for sugar cane and long stalks of gungo peas to climb in. I'd swim the sea, still lapsing in its sodded frame, the sea that again and again calls out my name.
Okay. Maya Sinclair. That poem is called Home. Are you ready for your final question?
We're ready.
What was the first line in this poem? Was it A, you don't remember it? Was it B, have I forgotten it? Was it C, Father, I have asked? Or was it D, my tongue, my dialect?
I go with B.
Zumbi's going with B. Clarity is going with B. Okay, B across the board. Okay, B across the board. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Congratulations, every one of you got that correct. Yes, 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 yes. Well done.
Yes. That was good.
So it turned out to be a pretty close game throughout. I hope that we have got more poetry trivia in there. But like I said, this vibe is always natural, organic, and sometimes it's a little bit more talk and conversation. Sometimes it's not, but it's always the right amount of everything. And so 7 points for Sunny, 7 points for Eclipse, but 9 points for our winner. Zoom.
The future is now. It's female, y'all.
Congratulations. Woo! Yes, yes. Very nicely done, Zumi. Congratulations. You are the winner.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Episode 21. Remember, folks, her work is going to be featured in Spilled Ink, in the Ink magazine for the month of December. That is the online digital publication for all things art
Thank you,
and
Sunny.
spoken word. So one more time, congratulations.
Thank you.
To Zumi the poet. Yes, and also much love, shout out, and big ups to our other contestants. these phenomenal brothers that came through and vibed and chilled. I have a consolation prize for you, even though you don't need that. You don't need that. You're happy with the fact that you played, and you're not concerned about much more than that.
Right.
Well, tonight,
I'm just happy to be here.
man. Listen, honestly, we talked already, and at the end of the day, that's really what it is. But I wanted to go a step further. I want to make the platform the best it can be. I want to do a little something more. I had this idea. I said, what else can I do for the poets that come through, that chill, that vibe, but don't necessarily win? Here's what we're offering. So you get one free remote support diagnostics from CompuFixed Solutions.
Oh,
This is an IT service provider located on Long Island. Been doing their things for quite a while.
Strong Island, Unidale in the building.
Yes. Outstanding service and technical expertise with CompuFixed Solutions. So we're going to connect you with them for your free remote diagnostics and tech support assistance. So make sure that your computer's up and running for the work that you do, the amazing work that you're doing with the youth. Sonny, when you're uploading and downloading and editing your digital content, make sure your computer is running nice, smooth, get rid of any pups and anything that should not be there. Likewise, when you're mastering, when you're working on lyrics in Word, you don't want that word to freeze or crash. Amen, Eclipse. You want programs that are running smooth, that you can get your work done. Creativity doesn't need any kind of blockage anywhere. So shout out to CompuFixed Solutions. We appreciate you for doing that. Thank you.
Appreciate you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Definitely.
Wow, that is awesome. That's awesome.
So with that said, we have our winner. We're going to do a quick recap. Of course, tonight we learned even more about these amazing poets. We got to test our listening skills a little bit with that last game in true pod poet style. You know how we do. But we had some incredible fun here just celebrating these poets. I want to share their information here. So make sure you follow Zulmi the Poet at Zulmi the Poet on Instagram. Follow Sunny, a.k.a. Rasan, at Sun the Don. And you can check out his website at sunnyswayimages.com. And Zulmi, you can check her out at zulmi.com. And then Eclipse, you can check him out on Instagram over at Dark Squad Entertainment. Booking email is thelanguagekey@aol.com. They got a lot of exciting things going on over there. As mentioned a little bit earlier, thank you again to Dr. Patrice Holden for coming through, blessing the space.
Yeah, she did that.
Yes.
Very much appreciated that. Thank you so much. I want to also share this with you. Zoom means book. You can get it here. And
you are awesome.
The work that you do behind the camera, bro, people need to see it, man. Because sometimes you can say something, but to actually see it, it's just a whole nother ballgame. So, folks, there's a link. Check out his portfolio. Just incredible.
Checking it out, right?
Yes. Shout out to the Ink Magazine one more time for making tonight's prize possible. We appreciate you. And you know what? If you would like to sponsor a prize here on the PodPoets Lounge, just shoot me an email. Guys, calm down. What? I can't get them. Shut up. So I was just gonna say, if you are interested in sponsoring the program, you can shoot an email over to the podpoetslounge@gmail.com. And there is some time. I wanted to mention this. I always, like this week, I thought a lot about getting up and getting things done. And I want to share this quote. So here's the time to act. It's when the idea is hot and the emotion is strong. So start trusting yourself.
Mm,
I would
mm,
like
yes.
to thank everyone for hanging out with me. As always, I hope you had a fun time. $ Naco Poetry is where you can donate to support this platform. And if you are interested in being a guest or for sponsorship, or if you just want to promote your brand with us, again, that email is thepodpoetslounge@gmail.com. You can listen whenever and wherever you pick your podcast, or you can just vibe live right here, December
Woo!
5th, for more word, power, and sound at the Pod Poets Lounge. Thanks once again.
Thank
Yes,
you, Napo. This was awesome. Awesome. I
truly
loved
a
it.
pleasure. Our special guest artist for stopping by. Thank you so much. And for dropping some fire. I mean, I think I'm going to have to get Podbean to come out here and clean up this lava. Dope, dope, dope. It was truly a pleasure having you each on the show, evidenced by the smile on my face. Stay positive.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Everyone, let's follow
Yes,
each other. Love you
of course.
guys.
Stay
Enjoy y'all.
positive. Have a good night and take good care. Peace.
Peace.
December 5th, catch episode 22 of the Pod Poets Lounge spoken word and poetry game show. You can listen live every other Saturday from 7 to 9 Eastern Time. Join the fun celebrating these word power souls. And congratulations to our winner, the gifted Zulmi. We had so much fun alongside the incredible brothers, Sunny and Eclipse. Even had the pleasure of hearing something from Dr. Patrice Holden at Dark Squad Entertainment. Another one-of-a-kind vibe. Get in on the fun. Play the Pod Poets trivia game. Follow the Ink Magazine. Find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at the Pod Poets Lounge. And come listen live and make your Saturday night feel like kaboom.